Lambda. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. So what happened? When and how the Lambda works is, let's say, for example, you have one instance running here, okay, in the cloud, in AWS, okay, the instance is here, okay, and you have open you are monitoring this instance in the cloud world. You are monitoring the instance in the cloud world, okay, and you have set up SNS, simple name service, SNS topic. In case anything happens, in case anything suppose, so instance instance monitoring will be done by cloud. Okay, it will keep look at the CPU utilization of this. Okay. Let's say what happened. This instance went down. So what will happen? CloudWatch will get some alarm. Let's say down. Alarm will it will. So what CloudWatch will do? It will notify to the SNS. SNS simple notification service, and this simple notification service, what it will do, it will send you email on your whatever the email address, Outlook or Gmail or whatever you say. So it will email you, email alert, saying that your node is down, your instance is down, or whatever the server here, that is not working. You can monitor server directly with the IP address. You can monitor any application which is running on this server. Okay, let's say it is running on the port 80, so you can monitor that service. Suppose that service went down, so you will get an alert. So what you will do? So generally, what we will do once we get an alert, we will log into the console. We will log into the console, and we will see the instance, and we will again restart that service. Like this particular service is went down, right? So sometime it happened. So you need to restart that service. So now here,
हेलो
if you look at here,
हेलो
हाँ भाई,
नदीम भाई जरा 2 मिनट मेरा माइक ऑफ ऑन है, मैं ऑफ कर लेता 2 मिनट बैकग्राउंड में साउंड आता है।
so what will happen? You need to do manual activity here. When email alert come, then you need to go here. You need to log into the console, okay, and do something on your console, right? So these human efforts are required here. So what is Lambda? So Lambda, he will do the work what you're supposed to do. Okay. So what will happen is, so here in this scenario, when you will get an email alert, you will open the console, you will log into the instance, and you will restart that particular service. But here, CloudWatch will send to SNS. So this SNS topic, it will ask Lambda to do something. So this is Lambda. Lambda is a serverless service. Okay. So what Lambda will do? The Lambda will like here you will write a code here. Okay. You will write some here again. The coding is coming here. You will write a code here saying that some whatever the manual operation you were doing. You will say if this alert come, then you need to write a script saying that please go to this server, log in it, and restart this particular command. Then what will happen? automatically this will get restarted. And so actually the Lambda is replacing a human effort. This is the simplest example which I understand. What exactly the Lambda? Lambda is nothing but it is going to take the actions. It is taking the action. Okay. Instead of you, see, whenever you are, let's say, um, if I talk about what is called some S3 bucket or whatever the services. So you need to do some manual activity, right? If something happens, so there is something. One thing is called reactive approach, and one is proactive approach. Reactive approach is what? If something happen, then you are taking some action. Okay, and proactive approach is something before happening you need to do some precaution. So here, let's say in this scenario, email alert come, then you will get notification. So here some time consuming work is there. Till that time your service will be down. But here in the with the help of Lambda, you no need to available there 24 by 7. This Lambda will work for you, and it will do whatever all the human efforts. Okay, but here you need to run some codes, you need to write some codes in the Python. Okay, so one second, I need to show you something. I just okay, let me share my screen back. Yeah, so what is Lambda? AWS Lambda is a compute service where you can upload your code and create a Lambda function. So you need to upload some code in the Lambda, and it is also compute service. If you look at here in our console, if you go here in the EC2, see the EC2, the third option is Lambda. So in the compute service only the Lambda is. Okay, AWS Lambda is a compute service that lets you run the code without provisioning or managing servers. That's the beauty here. Here, generally, if you are working on the automation or if you are working on something, so what happen is generally here you need to have one Linux server, and you need to install the Ansible, Python, and whatever. And this server, you need to install the operating system of this server, and all the this server, your code will be in this server, and this server will run some code. But here, Lambda is a serverless feature. You no need of server. That's what they're saying. So AWS Lambda is a compute service that let you run the code without provisioning a managing server. You don't have to worry about operating system patching and scaling. See, Lambda is something like you don't need to configure any server. It is a serverless technology. You just upload the code and run it. With AWS Lambda, you can run code for virtually any type of application or backend service, all with zero administration. Then you see this zero administration means one just write the code once and forget it. Then Lambda will take care of you. Lambda will take care of all the actions. Okay, AWS Lambda runs your code on a high availability compute infrastructure. It doesn't mean that it is in one region only. So it has a high availability. So you will Amazon will take care of your redundancy and all. You no need to worry about the servers and all. AWS Lambda execute your code only when needed and scale automatically from a few requests per day to thousand of requests per second. Now Amazon Lambda, it execute your code only. Okay, when it is needed. If let's say if you set up a Lambda, okay, for this thing, let's say this instance is up and running for 10 days. So Lambda, they will not charge you. It is not like it will be keep there. But in case something happen even after 1 month, 2 months, whenever this thing happen, then only Lambda will get start functioning, and during that time only they will charge you. Lambda, it is It will not charge you if you configure something. But when Lambda is taking some action, that time it will charge. Amazon will charge you. Okay, so that's the difference here. So if I go to, okay, so you pay only for the compute time you consume, no charges when your code is not running. See, when your code is not running, you no need to pay any charges. Currently AWS Lambda support following language like Node, JS, Java, C++, Python, Go. These all languages Lambda support. You cannot log in into compute instance or customize operating system or language runtime. If you want to manage your own compute, you can use EC2 and Elastic. This one Lambda function can trigger another Lambda function. See, if you want, if you don't want to use the Lambda, this is optional. If you don't want to use the Lambda, many organizations they prefer EC2. They will configure EC2 server, some Linux server with their own wish operating system, and they will install all the automation stuff, and they will put all the code into that instance. They don't depend on this one. But this is something Lambda, you don't have rights. You cannot see, it is not a server, it is a service. Same like S3. If you compare with the S3, there is no server, it is serverless technology, serverless storage. You just need to put your upload your data till the 5 TB, right, in any bucket. So similarly in the Lambda also, it is a serverless technology. Okay, so Lambda building block. What are the Lambda building block? The first thing is Lambda functions. The function, it is compromise. It is compromise of your custom code. In the function, we put our code. Okay, event secure. An AWS service such as Amazon SNS or custom service that trigger your function and execute its logic. So what will happen here? We need an event source. Like someone, event source means what? See, in this diagram, if you look at here, who is asking Lambda to take source? So SN is the source. They are saying something happen, please take the action. So this is called a source. Okay, and source event. And who is the target for this? The target is this instance. So this, he is giving some source to do something, and he is doing something on someone that is a target. So if you look at here, um, downstream resources, an AWS service such as DynamicDB S3 bucket that your Lambda function calls, it is once it is a trigger. Let's say you are taking action, Lambda is taking action on some instance. So that is actually downstream resources. And who is informing SNS? They call event source. So function, event source, downstream resources. And finally, whatever this conversion happen, functioning, source event, and the action, everything is get logs, log stream. While Lambda automatically monitors your function, and the report metric to CloudWatch can be annotate your function code with custom logging statement that allow you to analyze the performance of your Lambda function and all. So everything will get logs. Everything will get logged here. So now we want to configure we want to have a look here. Okay, now if you look at here in the Lambda, so right now you don't see any functions here. So here we have a dashboard application, then code signings from configuration layers, and there's some additional resources are there. So function. So I need to create some function first. So if I go here, so in the function they are asking author from scratch. So start with the simple hello world. Let's say what they are saying, either like in the cloud formation, there was an option for that cloud designer, right? The designer for Lambda, or they are saying you can use the blueprint. So they already have some Python code or something, so you can leverage this stuff. Or container image, you can use this one, or a browser serverless app repository. So you can this is recently this got added, so you can utilize this one. Okay, they have like the code will be from here, and you can use that. Okay, but let's start with here. So author from scratch. So I will say here, uh, next gen lambda. Okay, so next gen lambda. So enter a name that describe your purpose. Okay, next is runtime. Which language you want to use? See, this many languages lambda support. You can run your code in any of the language. Okay, so let's say I'm using a python 3.9. This is the latest version. Okay, and then permission. Lambda will create an execution role. Permission we can look it later. So here you can do the roles. So if you remember, in our IAM, like identity access management, you create some roles and all. So here the role work will be there. Okay, what is that? We will see that. Then upload log into Amazon CloudWatch. You can customize default. Many things are there. So in the permission, if I go here, so you will see all the stuff here. Create role, or you can use some templates. If you go to the advanced setting, so you will see code signing, and you can choose a VPC, proper VPC and all. So right now we are not touching any advanced stuff. So just we will run a simple code. We have given the name and the runtime. This one, create function. Okay, so now if you look at here, my successfully created, you can now change its code and configure to innovate your function with test event. Okay, now, so if you look at here, they are giving some graphical picture as well here. So they are saying this is the lambda. Can you see this? If you look at my diagram here, so lambda is here in the man in the middle. Okay, and now here, now you need to give what is your source event and what is your destination. Who will inform and what they will do, what lambda will do, and what lambda has to do. You need to code here, write a code here. Okay, can you see this is this code is Python. So that's why in many organization, whoever like the organization, they are working on the cloud. Then every organization they need some lambda code, some Python code. Every organization they do infrastructure automation. They need that's why the Python is it is an open source automation language. So you can, if that's why every organization looking for the Python guys. There is a separate job for the Python developer, and they can do anything. They can automate anything. So for the new generation whoever coming, so I keep inform them, just don't just go for the legacy languages and code. Python is the future. Python and the Ansible, because this is what I am seeing in the cloud, and cloud is the future. So Python is something a future. Everything is going to be uploaded in the Python only. Okay, now, so here this is one of the, so you understand, right? This will be the source and this will be the destination. Okay, so if suppose you want to test it, is your Python code is working. So what it is doing, it is you have some code written here. Okay, so what I can do, I can just run the test, just hello world, some test here. The test event was successful, they are saying. So if you look at here, execute. So can you see success? Like whatever this See, here we did not attach anything. There is no source, not Lambda is working properly. Because to work the Lambda, you need some code here. Okay. So what we did, we just try to test our Lambda. And what it is saying, it is a successful event. So if you go for the monitor, okay. So can you see every log of Lambda, it get logged. Okay, it is sending to the CloudWatch. See, so even when I test it, so that time can you see execute result? If I go here, see the detail what it is saying. The below result written in your this one. So code 200. So the Lambda hello from Lambda, it does successful. Okay, and the resource is 120 MB, and this is the duration and all. So they are giving this time it started end and the report is generated. Okay, let's say for example, if I'm just doing some changes here, okay, and if you save changes, oops, very good. It is not allowing me to write some bad code. See how intelligent it is. So it is not allowing you. Okay, now if I go here, uh, like this, it is having more feature. Like it is not allowing you to do something. So let me try. See, there are some codes available here, right? So they are um, you can use this code. Okay, so meanwhile, so when you create the Lambda, so it will start sending your logs to the CloudWatch. See, this is our CloudWatch. View logs in CloudWatch. So if I go here, it will take you in this place. So here in the CloudWatch, see, we haven't configured anything. But can you see in the log group, can you see this automatically, this Lambda? If you look at here, see, next gen Lambda. So Lambda logging will get automatically created. Okay, and you can start viewing what happened. See, this is what I saw, right? See, it got started, end and report. The same logs I'm viewing here. So what is mean by logging? Logging means something. If the event happened in last 24 hours, so this is the place where you can come and see the logs, and these all logs will get stored. Right now it is in CloudWatch. If you want these logs to be in your Splunk or in some another place, you can share that logs. Okay, in any of. So this event will show you what happened. So Lambda. So now let's do one. So this is something just we tested the Lambda, but now you want to add trigger. Okay, so who will do the trigger? So can you see in the left side, these are the options who will do the trigger. Okay, let's say if I see SNS, yes, SNS will you want SNS to be as a source. So I just did this SNS. Now they're asking, to create some topic. So what I can do is SNS topic to subscribe to. So for this, you need to create one SNS topic. So what I can do is, I think I have some SNS topic, right? SNS, simple notifications. Okay, so one topic is there itself. So you can go and create the topic. Okay. So what they are saying, let's say best effort message Lambda. Okay, I want to use this one. My SMS. Okay. Display name. So this one, and now if you go down, encryption. If you want see, if you want to give some keys, you can use this encryption. Access policy, leave it. These are some advanced stuff. Create topic. So I created the topic. Okay. Now here there is no subscription. So if you want, you can create a subscription. So you need to give some uh, email address here. Email. Here you can put your name. Let's say Nadeem.md. Okay, I'm subscribing my email address. Okay, create subscription. Okay, the ARN subscription it is been sent. So if I go and view my Gmail, so I must get some email from Lambda. Okay. Can you see next gen alert? It is showing. So if I go here, you can see you have choose to subscribe this topic. Please confirm the subscription. So I need to confirm here. Then only I will get a future message. See, the subscription is confirmed. Okay. Here. So if I go back to my AWS account, okay, and if you refresh here, okay, can you see this? You can see my email address now here. Nadeem.md for you. Okay, so this is confirmed. So I subscribe my email address here. Okay. Now if I go to the Lambda back, okay. So what I did, I will just refresh it. I will see that new topic. See SNS. So I will just say SNS add. So you can see the graphical view. See here, SNS is become source. Now add the destination. Okay. So what they are saying, add the destination on failure. What is the destination? Still innovation. Okay, let's do one thing. Add trigger is SNS, right? Then add destination. Am I unable to see on failure? Okay. So I just added the destination, but let's see what we have. Amazon SNS. So on failure, destination is on the failure. But you know what? See, here actually, if you look at here, here we use triggered. Okay, if you want triggered here, so you can put some cloud watch or whatever alarms and S3 this stuff triggered. You want to do some triggered. Okay, let's say for example, I will say cloud watch logs here instead of SNS. So let's say this one test. The group provided reserve for functioning logs. They are saying test. Okay, that's it. Okay, and I can remove this SMS. I don't want this to be in my trigger. What I can do. Trigger last modified 11 so no I'm being triggered. Okay, that's fine. So what the objective of showing here is, see, you need to Lambda will be in middle. Okay, who will do what? This will they will inform, and Lambda will take action on where. You need to inform that in those two things you need to address, and then finally you need to write the code here on the Lambda, saying that take this. If something happen, conditional code you can write. If this thing happen, do this. If this thing happen, do that. Okay. So for to test this, I need to write logical labs on this. So what you say, Salman bhai? You want to see that? Shall I bring some quotes? Because that will be again very dry. Depend on the coding. Okay. The concept here is it is similar. Lambda will be in between. The source will be here. Destination will be here. And Lambda will take the action based on the code what you are writing. Some Python code, and I can try some basic code, and we can do some functionality. We can try to stop this particular instance from the Lambda. This can be done. So again, it is up to you. It will be very advanced one, but if you want to look, I can take another lecture on that. But Lambda is this. That's it. So rest everything is based on the code, and where you need to write the code here. Where is my code? Here is here. Lambda codes here to take some action. So, any questions here?
So, Nadeem bhai, people who do this coding, are they, like you said like yesterday, right? They are specialist in writing the code and all.
Right.
So, do we have a special group in or I mean, if we have to control them, at what level we can control from a security point of view?
Any level. See, there is in every organization like there will be an automation team. So you need to work with them. So this guy, he will understand the code, how to write. So you need to tell him, okay, see, this is the manual happen. This is the instance. Okay, it is running on this code. If this went down, it will inform to this guy, and it will generate some alert. So we need to take this particular action. This will be the event, and this will be the action. So you need to inform him. So this guy will write the code in the conditional code. If suppose it is on port 80, then only take the action. If it is port 443, don't take the action. So like this, you need to write some logics here, and they will understand. So you can control. There is no limitation for coding. What level and how you can, anything you can do.
Okay. And do we have to turn on this Lambda feature? I mean,
No, it is a serverless. Once you upload the code and you provided okay when and who will inform and where to take the action, and the in the written it is written, and that's it. The moment you started, so your Lambda is started. When some event triggered, that time only it will take the action, and you can view the logs in the CloudWatch here.
okay. So when we log in, right? I mean, say I'm the developer, and when I am logging in, would I have to use the root access, or any access is fine, like
Okay,
it on the root?
no. That's a good question actually. So again, it will go back to your identity and access management. So there, in identity and access management, That's a good question. So here you need to give the rights to your user. Okay, let's say you have some users here. In this rules, sorry, the group, right? Okay. In the security admin here, you need to give the permission to them to perform the Lambda. Add permission. Okay, Lambda. So here, what do you want? See, AWS Lambda basic execute role. AWS Lambda basic execution role. Some basic execution role they have given. Or if you want Lambda execute, see AWS Lambda. Or if you want, you can get there is some full access also. Full access. See, CloudWatch Lambda inside execution role policy. AWS Lambda read only access. Can you see this? So if suppose you want that guy to be run some execute some code in the Lambda, so you have to assign him this code. Okay. If you want just to visit, then it will be something a read only access. Add permission. It got added. Okay. And we can assign some roles here. Okay. For example, create role. So I will say I want to give some role to the Lambda. Okay. Now, if you look at here, both, like it's a very good question, Salman bhai. I was about to forget one thing. So thanks for reminding me. So now see here, Lambda. Let's say the source is SNS. Okay, they will inform you to the Lambda that something happened, and destination is let's say S3. So Lambda has to do something on the S3, take the action. So who is Lambda? Can you see the question? Who is Lambda and why is doing some action on the S3? Who given him rights? So for that, you need to write some rules, create some role here. See here, Lambda role. Allow Lambda function to call AWS service on your behalf. So here I am creating one role. Next permission. So to the Lambda role, I need to write here, let's say S3. Can you see? S3 full access or S3 read only, S3 output full access, whatever. Let's say I need to give S3 full access. Tags, review, Lambda, Lambda row, create row. So what you said? You have given permission to Lambda. Lambda is actually this is you. Okay, on behalf of you, this guy is there. So you need to give him rights that he can do something on S3. And the same thing when you create a Lambda function. So here you need to attach that service. If I go here, function you need to edit it. So I need to assign a role here, configuration. Okay. Can you see here? Permissions. Permissions to Lambda. So what we are saying, role name, something by default some name is there. So I need to new existing role. Can you see this Lambda role? I just created. So I need to give him time also. See what time and how much memory it can take. Let's say lambda. So timeout also, let's say in this one, and save. So now what I have done to perform this, to do this operation, we created a lambda role separately and we map here. And role summary, can you see this lambda? He can do some execution on the S3. He has a rights to do something on the S3. So in the nutshell, if I look at here, if I go for the summary, okay, so this is your source, this is your lambda, and this is your destination, actually where the lambda is going to take the action. So if I look at here, so this will be, he will inform and he will take the action. Okay, this is your source, this is your destination. Now destination can be anything, any service of I will write here, any service of AWS, and this is the lambda. Okay, now, and to the lambda, what you need, the first thing here, you can assign the code is required here. You need some IAM role here. You also need some CloudWatch alerts. See, behind the lambda, what is going on? So here is your code. So what lambda will do? Next, here is your IAM role. What action is lambda is having? And here also CloudWatch alarms, CloudWatch logs. Everything what lambda is doing, everything will get logged in the CloudWatch. So these all are running in the backend. These all three will help lambda to do something. If suppose let's say lambda want to take action on S3 or any EC2, or he want to take action on let's say on some what is called some route 53, some DNS changes or something. So that role has to be given to lambda. If you don't give this rights to lambda, then it will not work. And again, if you recall the KMS, okay, so you can encrypt that. So another service can be attached here. See, to the KMS, another you can you can encrypt your role. You can encrypt your password. Similarly, the KMS, if you want to store some secret manager, you can, if you want to take some action on some devices, let's say API call, you want to do, let's say on the some Palo Alto or some Cisco device or some F5, some external vendors. So for that, you will have one API. API is nothing but it's like a secret password. So you can put that password here, and then KMS will do encryption, and that encryption you can assign into that role, and that role lambda will do. See how the feature, everything is working within AWS. So actually this is all the services you are seeing. So they all are within AWS. So whatever the service we are seeing, every service has some use. So lambda is something. If someone asks you what is lambda, you can say lambda, this is the function, it works on behalf of you. If you want to take some action, you need to write the code, and lambda will take some action. You need to give rights to the lambda, and all what lambda is doing, everything will get logs.
So,
Is it clear?
so yes, Nadima, so I'll just try to repeat my understanding. So, hypothetically speaking, today we are doing a manual checkup. Okay, like if the system is going down, I'm the administrator, and once I get SNS email, I go and I do it manually, whatever I have.
Exactly.
Now, today I upgraded myself learning Lambda, and I say, okay, my organization can use Lambda now.
Right.
So my user ID will be enhanced to use the Lambda function. I'll get an extra role, correct?
Yes. True.
Okay. And what I will do is I will set up the Lambda and then run. So for the system, I mean, from a technical point of view, I am kicking it off, but on my behalf, a background job is doing it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Correct. So
And this is for anything like for EC2 instances or for,
anything you can see Lambda can, as I told, Lambda can touch any service, any other service. You can take the action on any of the service.
okay, okay.
Even Lambda can take action on another Lambda. If correct Lambda has, so it can take action on another Lambda. So any service you can take action, but the all depend on the code.
So nothing but sorry, here you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Lambda will take an action on another code you're saying, right? So is that a scenario wherein, in our scenario, we are working with S3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So when Lambda is talking to another Lambda, does it mean that for an EC2 instance, it has to be another Lambda function?
No. Don't get confused. Why I told, because see, Lambda EC2 is different service, S3 is different service, and Lambda is different service.
Right.
So Lambda can take action on any service. So what I am saying, so similarly, if suppose another function is running here, some another Lambda is doing some another function, so you can create Lambda to take some action on this Lambda also. That's what I'm saying.
No, but if this Lambda, the primary thing is, first Lambda is able to take care of anything, why would you call the other
Yeah,
Lambda?
there are some scenarios. That's a good, brilliant question. But there are some not daily scenario, but there can be some scenarios where you want to guide this Lambda to do something.
Okay.
So I'm just giving the possibility. There is an option that this Lambda can take action on another Lambda.
Okay.
So, but which scenario I cannot describe here.
No problem.
There are some scenarios where, so that's what I'm, the objective of saying is Lambda can take action on any of another service, any other service of AWS, as simple as.
Got it.
Okay. And with this, these all things are getting, these all things are attached. Okay.
Sure.
So any question before we wrap up?
No, I'm clear.
Okay, fine. So maybe tomorrow you want to take the class?
No, we have to catch up now with him by there are some topics, right? Actually, this week.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know about others.
And what about like for the Lambda, at least to test the Lambda, you, as I told, there are some codes are required. So if you guys are interested in coding, I can bring some codes and we can do some labs with the Lambda. It is again up to you. But I need some interest
Right.
in the automation to show that things.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, the simple script that you showed us this week, right? Let us first put our arms around it this week. And
Okay, fine.
if we feel that there is something, at least we can handle 50-60%, right?
Mhm.
Then probably
Okay, fine. Then you can confirm me
we can
by
park it,
Sunday.
right?
Yeah,
Park it
so
later also, correct? I mean, towards the end of the course in